Yeah, a big welcome to you, Sagittarius. The sun has moved into Taurus, right? The bull, the earth, the most, let's say, heaviest earth sign there is, right? And the bull is, of course, the Hierophant, the Taurus or the cow, the holy cow, right? When we look at these major arcanas, it always brings us to an awareness that there is a bigger story being told, because sometimes the faces go to the left and not to the right. And one would maybe think it's because of the Hebrew tradition to go from right to left, but it is more the pre and the procession, right, of how the sun is, or the earth in itself, right? The earth is creating or is making a big wobble. The earth is spinning always the same way. It's not, oh, today I'm spinning to the right or to the left or backwards or however. The earth is always spinning the same way. That's why we can say the north, the south, the east, and the west, because it's always the same. But the earth in itself is shifting a little bit. Then there is in itself, the earth is making a big wobble, which takes 25,800 years long. And in that 25,800 years long cycle, these big religions are formed. We had right here the holy cow, which is in India, the yogic tradition, before Aries, right? And this wobble is going in the opposite direction, is going to the left, right? The year procession is going to the right. It takes 12 months. And the precession is backwards. So we have the Hierophant where this big religion was formed. That's why we have the elephant here, because the elephant is the animal connected to this, to the holy cow, right? To this chakra. It's kind of the fifth chakra, but it's a very earth symbol, which we see right here. And so the next one is Aries. And that's when the Hebrew tradition was formed. Then the next one is the age of Pisces, right? That they say that's where Jesus came in, the Second Testament of the Bible, which the Jewish tradition doesn't recognize whatsoever as that what we see in Jesus. And now what comes after Pisces is Aquarius, right? The age of Aquarius. So Taurus, the sun that's highlighting basically, or the sun that's stationing right now, or walking through Taurus, right? And there's a beginning, a middle, and an end of Taurus, right? There is also a shift in itself. The sun is, of course, shining onto the moon, which is now in your sign, Sagittarius. And Taurus has the hexagram again and has this spiritual message that's coming down in sometimes more mysterious ways, right? Not something that's so, yes, that's what it is. It's, we have to be ready for it, and that's his job. All he does is train himself to be the messenger for the other side. So when the sun, and we all are feeling the sun, right, is in such a sign, we all feel a spiritual awakening, a spiritual communication, because it's the throat chakra. Now, the Hermetic Tarot, a very powerful tradition, right? Hermes, the messenger. And the Hermetic Tarot, or this secret brotherhood that was formed 1888, they created the Hermetic Tarot, which was, the brotherhood was called the Golden Dawn, right? And of course, if you don't want to listen to all of this anymore, you can for sure, right, move forward. But I bring this attention to those who join me, right, for the first time. So I also have to say, you, Sagittarius, I have the most clicks, right? So in a way, I really want you to see what is influencing this reading. This 1888, this brotherhood was formed. Edgar Wade and Aleister Crowley both were in this brotherhood. He, 1910, brought his cards out, and Aleister Crowley, right, the Thoth Tarot, brought his 1944, but it was printed in 1969. So here we see the evolution and the two towers that we can see here, right, the three rings, the pentagram, the three steps up, the three, right, the three people. First time there's three people on the deck. Here he has the star child in his chest, right? He's very much connected. Then the fixed signs here in the corner, which is the bull, is a fixed sign, right? So a lot of things that we are understanding through this, but mostly I want you to see that this triangle that is pointing downwards, it's almost like the spiritual message that's coming down to him, and also the mudra, right, that he's holding is like two fingers pointing up, two finger points down, and consciousness right in between, understanding what is above, the same thing is below. All right, that we can see here in his hand positioning. Now, what I really like in the medicine woman is that she's the peacemaker, and she doesn't have a church anymore. She has a forest. Beautiful, right? She's literally saying, I don't need a throne. I don't need all of this, right? I want to communicate with the people what I have understood through meditation. And it's saying between self and world, to share the message, inner peace lives to the outside. Then in the Handel Tarot, also a very beautiful deck, a little bit different, right? He's the old kind man who's listening to the two people here. One has his hands in Namaste, and he's guided by the light. He has the key, right? He has the key to the knowledge, and here the symbol of Taurus. Up here, what I really love about Handel is he had a dramatic experience, is that he was almost killed in the war, but a Jewish boy or young man was saving his life. So he brought in the rune alphabet and the Hebrew alphabet as that, let's connect again, right, on a new level. Also not with the Latin, which is the German, with the rune word, the Old Norse, right? This is like a magic language. So it's kind of like not reminding us to the time that we did quite horrible things in the name of, kind of like, yeah. So here we have my yoga card. I'm still working on it, but you can see the three levels, right? Inhale, we come up. That's an action. That's like a willingness to learn, to study. Exhale, when it comes down, the light comes effortlessly, just simply down. Then when I'm in my forward bend, I have all 5 points of the star, right, of the pentagram, facing down to the earth, to the ground, to the mother or our boss, right? She is the one that gives us a job. And the 5-pointed star right here, then below. The blue to the throat chakra connected, and the high priestess is right rising up, and with the namaste coming down again, bringing a union, right, between what is above, so it is below. It's beautiful, right? It's like the beginning of the sun salutation. Inhale, rise your arms up. Exhale, come down into forward bend. Then now we look at your cards, right? So you, Sagittarius, are Temperance, you are the daughter of the reconcilers. And here it is almost like a witchcraft is happening. It's only because water and fire is coming together. Here you see the two triangles. One is pointing up, one is pointing down. This is the female and this is the male. And here we have two birds that are giving air to this union, right? And the union is, of course, water and fire. Now here we have the arrow, the symbol of Sagittarius. Again, we have the hexagram. And here we have in Scorpio the water sign, right? It's Scorpio is a water sign. We have the beginning of the nights are getting longer until the 21st of December, where actually the winter solstice is happening, and where the darkest month, right? That's why Capricorn is a dark card. And we can see here that, yeah, it's very clearly that a combination of water and fire is created here. Now here we see not just one big one, which is in a way connected to the angel, and then two, we just simply see two cups, and that's the alchemical transformation that we go through from Gemini. In Gemini we have the lovers, and then opposite Gemini is Sagittarius. So it took 6 months for these two people to come into an alchemical transformation that is more on a mental level, not more anymore on a physical level. The path that goes up, and of course Archangel Michael. Aleister Crowley calls it art, right? Because it is art to bring these two extreme opposite energies together. If I put too much fire, the water evaporates. If I put too much water, the fire extinguishes, right? And so it's really an art to bring these two elements together. Then here in the Medicine Woman, it is melting, right? I just want to make sure I have the right word. I don't have blending. The word is blending, right? She's blending out of a cup into a bowl, right? So there's a difference. One is a cup, one is a bowl. And the water is coming, and she's really like almost like an angel. She's in her holy shrine, right? In her mind, she's completely absorbed in what she does here. The rainbow behind her of creativity. I am one with myself, and it's inner alchemy that is happening here, and it's flowing around her. Very, very beautiful, right? Then the alchemy, right, is in the Handel Tarot. He created a line through. Here it's blue, here it's red. There's a blue cup and there's a red cup, right? And then here are faces, and here are faces, right? So there is also, again, a lot of symbolism that I need to study, because I don't have I got this deck as a gift, and I don't have the explanation of the cards, right? So I need to order the book, but I want you to have a look at it. Now my card, I show you this first, is the forward bend. In a way, it's the same position than in Taurus, but in Taurus I'm standing, right? Here I'm sitting, and I'm allowing myself to dive deep down into my subconscious and create within the angel, create within the union between blue, right, and red, which is connected together. Then the purple, the third eye, the inner eye, the star, the five, the little star of the 6 petals, right? And of course diving deep down into the ocean. Then we have here the long night, right, the shorter day, and here of course the equal day and night from October, right, which it begins again to go up. Then I decided to create 2 people, right? They bow down to each other, and it's in their inner mind where they combining and connecting to this inner angel with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 circles. Still working on it, right? I'm not sure which one I'm going to do. I kind of want to maybe put this flower, make this flower a little smaller, but put 2 people in there because it's 2 cups, and the angel above. I don't know. I want to combine them, right? Then last one. I'm like lately sometimes it takes me 20 minutes. The intro, just the intro, right? If you're born between November 13 and December 11th, you of course the classical Knight of Wands, and that's fire and fire. You are, because of that, enthusiastic. You want to explore. You're the explorer. You want to know what's out there. You want to go. You, the only horse that goes up. And here we have the 3 pyramids, right? You are saying, I want to experience, you know, the fire in you, the salamander. It's like, and of course you're a knight. A knight is searching. A knight is going. The knight is saying, I gotta know. Here again, in Aleister Crowley, you go up with the fire, right? The horse goes up. Then here you are the eagle, right? And the eagle is connecting the totem of the pipes. And the totems are, of course, your clan, right? Back then, a knight had a clan, so it's in the native Indian a totem, because that's how they know which family you belong to. The warrior of life and the artist is coming together here, right? Because you're very creative, because of that fire and fire aspect, you're very creative and you're flying up here, up into the sky. In the Handel Tarot, last time, if you were with me, I made a mistake. You are Krishna, son of the Wands in the East, Prince of Wands, bringing us the supreme god of protection, right? He, as you can see, is playing the flute. He's completely absorbed, right, with the play that he's giving us here. And it's that creative singing, right? The sound. It's almost like you very much also like music, right? The sound of this flute, right? And then so he's also compassion and tenderness and love. And he's like a godchild, right? He's a divine hero. And you are a divine hero, right? You are the one that rises up in this fire element, right? You're very enthusiastic. You want to go for it, right? So you are Krishna in the cards. Good, quickly I want to show you, I have new cards, the Mystic Tarot and the Mystic Moments. So I'm going to work with these cards, right? And first I want for you to have Oracle. Meanwhile, you as Sagittarius are connected to planet Jupiter. Planet Jupiter is connected to the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is, of course, an energy that says everything is constantly moving. Everything is also a teacher, right? Jupiter is a teacher, is teaching us to understand that what I send out will come back again, right? Abundance, miracles, luck. There's also philosophy, because you are very much into philosophy. I think that's why you very much love to look at tarot readings. You're very fascinated by that. Yeah? So they say Jupiter is the wise one, and you're spontaneous, right? You fire through the fire, you're enthusiastic. And of course we like to eat proteins on a day like this, and you very much like proteins. I take only the top one because there were a few that came out, and that's too many. I only need one, and that's the one I saw. You are very enthusiastic, right? Again, you are you have a sense for humor. You say, when I do something, you do it. And again, like I said, we like to eat protein on a day like that, and we're connected, or you are connected to the sense organ. But you're also connected to your veins and your upper thighs, right? So you get your strength from your legs, from that jumping and jumping high, right? Good. So let's start with the reading. I want you to have a look into this card, and I'm not going to say much. I just give you the word. It's the bee, queen bee. Queen bee, number 11. And you know, 11 is a master number. And here, a queen comes up. So in a way, we can say there is a woman that's influencing you. And bees are very, they work a lot. You also work a lot, right? You not sit around and do nothing, right? Because you're a knight. Knights are active. They want to do things. Now what I see is she is looking to the left bee, which is here protected underneath a flower. Right, so she's not looking straight ahead, she's looking to her left. And the left is the feminine, the left is the intuitive. So somehow she is listening to her intuition. Now all the skirt is almost like, it's like 12 levels. 12 zodiac signs, maybe. Now I'm gonna just give you the words, because I cannot maybe I can talk about it, but I have to see what she has written. It's all in German. Strength, growth, compassion, and motherhood. We see the queen bee. Her big skirt is like a flower tower in which the bees live. The queen is big and strong. She is the one that gives protection to her people. Trusting the bees sit on her hands, which is her empress, right? She's the mother, but she's also the one that feeds them. She's simply always there for them. In you as well, there is this inner strength that other people can sense. You are here for your friends when they need you, or you even the rock within the ocean. Your family is, very happy to have you. You give life and you look after people like a mother. And you also look after nature. You engage yourself for the growth of all animals. And that's why you are a queen. Never forget that. Now, very interesting, of course, because you are the knight of fire, right? And the bees only come out when it gets warm, which is now, right? We're starting to see the bees. And it's kind of beautiful because it's saying that you have a gift in you, even though you sometimes being called a little you like life so much, you like to have fun so much that you sometimes forget to look after others. Because it's kind of like your generation, you're that kind of people that like, let's have fun, let's go out, let's party, let's enjoy ourselves, right? The fire and the fire. But here it's saying something in you, because you also is wearing this yellow dress, something in you is almost coming to a, I'm arriving at myself. Something has shifted. And it's this card that's now showing you that there is also another side in you. A side that's connecting and that's protecting. And you are strong and beautiful, right? So here you are as that first sign. Which is very, very sweet, right? Because it's almost like it's a message you... Because, I mean, you have to also see, right? These bees, they go from flower to flower and they pollinate the flowers and the trees. And so we get apples and we get pears and we get cherries. Without it, we cannot eat. So we need the bees. And they're very social active, right? They go out and they go and they say hi to all the flowers. And also because she's looking to the left, like I said, right? It's that feminine side. Of course, she's also a mother. She's a queen, right? So in a way, it's like this card is letting you know that you're growing up from this wild, right, adventurous personality. You're almost coming maybe into motherhood. Or you're thinking about maybe you would like to have a child. So, the first, we got 3 cards came out. So you have number 20, and this is the judgment card, the last judgment, or the judgment, or the call, the wake-up call, which she stands up here in the sky. She's like the angel, and she's very focused on starting to blow into the horn, into the trumpet. So there is a big call coming to you. It's almost like saying, yes, you, and she's looking over. And it's almost like because the bees came to you, you are understanding something big is coming and saying something to you. Now, for me, this is Shavasana, right? The card that I painted for this is Shavasana. Because here is where I get clear the information, very clear. I can understand now something needs to shift, something needs to change. So this is something wants to speak to you, something wants to tell you, hey, here You got to listen to the call to go within. This is the Hermit. A big call, some big call is coming, and you are hearing the call. You see that? She's like literally giving you a clear wake-up call that you got to go within, that you got to listen, that you got to hear the message. Because this is what the Hierophant does. The Hierophant gets the spiritual message, however it comes. It can be in a sound, but because you are here, right? Because you are sitting on this big tower and the world almost behind it, you see that? She's so far away from the world. She's up again on the mountains. And the message is saying, look. This card also came in the German reading. If you understand German, you can look at it. Look at yourself. Look at yourself from above, because you are not trapped by an outside force. You are trapped yourself by an inner force. Wake up. The Eight of Swords is Jupiter, your planet in Gemini. Gemini is also a knight. He's the Knight of Swords. And he's searching for information. His big word is reaching consciousness, right? And Jupiter is, like I said, the wheel of fortune, the wheel of karma. It's constantly saying, you don't know. It's like it's maybe your destiny. Something is your destiny to now go deeper within. It's your destiny to say, I gotta shift, because Jupiter is bringing also philosophy to you. You are the philosopher. Because your house is not the 9th house, and that's philosophy. Is spirituality, of course, as well, religion, but also scientific proof. To look, why am I thinking I am trapped? Because you're not. These cards are very intense, so I'm only taking 6 cards. I decided not to go more. And anyway, 6 is a very holy number. Usually I would do 9, right? Because it's completion. But 6 is where the self arrives. It's in the Kabbalistic tree of life. It's Tiferet. Tiferet. It's beauty, it's harmony, it's unity of sharing. It's the unity of sharing two things. Eight is Hood. And Hood is infinity and glory. Definition and form give discipline and direction. But here it's giving direction into the negative, into a negative direction, right? Because I mean, you see, she's an angel, and the angel is literally calling you and saying, you're an angel too. Sorry, like this. She is calling and waking you up and saying you're an angel. You're special. I got goosebumps. You're special. You're a queen. You're a special person. Even though you also this, so what? right? You're a little bit the trickster here. That's what they also call him, the trickster. But you're special. It's saying, wake up, go within so you can see from within, right? Because the hermit is the one that is studying. This is the messenger. Hermit is connected to Mercury. And the messenger gives information. The message wants to come down. It's the bowing down. It's the coming down. The message is coming down. It's like she's wanting to get the fish, but what is she getting? She's getting the light. She's fishing for the light. That's what the hermit does. And when you fish for light, then you start realizing something wrong within you, not outside of you, within you. Because you are an angel, right? You are the angel. You are the angel. It's saying don't make yourself small. And look how big the angel is. He doesn't even fit in there. Don't make yourself small anymore. It's almost saying make yourself big. It's crazy. I get goosebumps. Make yourself big because you're too big for all this smallness. It's not working. Listen. Listen to the message. Listen to the message that the Hierophant this month is coming down, right? It's this message that's coming down. Go within. Bow down to yourself. Find the thread inside of you to the angel, to the lotus flower. That's almost protecting you, right? And it's now more than ever, people are, I was reading this beautiful sentence. I said that's the age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius is the internet. The age of Aquarius is the scientific research, is looking for the information and finding it. But it's this one sentence that really caught my attention the other day. Actually, last night, and I feel it's working for you. In the age of Aquarius, hopes and dreams are chasing you. It's the universe is saying, we're coming. We're coming to free you. We're coming to tell you that you're big. You're too big now for this cage. You gotta get out. You gotta look up. And maybe that's what it is. It's like calling so that you look up. And when you look up, when you hear something, you look up and then you see that you're not even in a cage anymore. Right? When you look within, you actually not look within, you also look up. Out. But in the within. It's an oxymoron again. And because she's so tall, it's also saying, look up. That's the thing, look up. Look up and see how tall you are. The other day I got the message that I also got to be quiet sometimes when I shuffle. Right? I talk too much then. I'm like, okay. Cards cannot come. This came reverse, and it's Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is connected to you. It's Moon in Sagittarius. Now, when it's upright, I'm going to read to you. When it's facing down, I'm going to read to you what she is, what the words are, right? So when it's upright, is it 9? Yeah, 9. It's steadiness, it's endurance, it's being determined, and it's giving yourself to a bigger picture. Now when it's reverse, you lost faith. It's just simple. You lost faith and giving up. You're giving up. And yeah, of course, it's she or he is looking down, and it's giving you a feeling of like, I don't know if I can ever get out of this prison. And of course, the moon in Sagittarius, as you can see, the rose has hurt her, right? Many things have hurt her. That's what it's about. But nevertheless, there is, and even the rose is pierced with the branch. Nevertheless, something still is, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? Of course, 9. Because of this one rose, the hope, usually we, no matter what happened to us, there are 9 wands, 9, it's completion, right? The completion is yesod, it's the foundation, it's the fruit or expression of a psychological maturity. But here in pushing through no matter what, right? Pushing through. Now, when it's upside down, it's almost like they can talk to each other. She sees in the upside down, because when you really, really give up and have no more faith, you almost like, it's like you lost faith, then you see, I am trapping myself. You see that? If she be like this, she wouldn't even see that she's trapped. So allow completely to go deeper into this feeling of like being trapped. Accept it. We all are trapped. We all feel somehow trapped. And then see, it's almost like when we buried under, let's say there's an earthquake and everything is falling on top of us, right? And we have the intention to go immediately up. But sometimes it's not, the path up is not the path. Sometimes it's forcing us to go deeper down to find a different path out. And it's almost like saying, yes, you are here, desperate, and thinking, it's not that it's you're trapped in your mind. But then you're pushing and doing and wanting maybe to get out of this mental thinking. And because of all this doing, you dig yourself deeper down, and then you find actually the liberation. Then you see, wait a minute, I am trapping myself by my own thinking. And I am the angel. It's almost like you're not wanting to see that you are this beautiful guardian angel. Now, the Hebrew word for this is samek. And the samek means it's a tent pole. And it's this inner tent, it's this inner strength, it's this inner tent pole that reaches up. And there is a tent pole, there is this pole here when you are going within, when you're looking at your mind and stop doing too much. This is you, right? You like to do a lot, sometimes too much. Two of Swords, it's really cute actually, right? Is Moon in Libra. And Moon in Libra is that we are for a moment accepting the peace, but you came at least down from 8, right? Then you did so much, you said, I gotta do more things, and in that doing you start realizing, oh God, I am my own prisoner, I am creating the prison. And now you decided to come to 2 thoughts, right? That's where you have moved yourself. Because this one is also Moon, this is Moon in Sagittarius and this is Moon in Libra. There's a justice, something that you realized, right? But when you look again at this hat, it's making you taller. You see that? It's all about, you don't want almost to be tall. You don't want to show who you really are. How powerful you are as that guardian angel. Okay, one more. Yeah, you don't want to and of course it's always the white and the dark, right? That is waiting as an answer. And to tie it back in with the queen bee, right? It's like, of course, a queen bee she's working hard too, right? She's working hard too, but she believes that she is a queen bee. Okay, one more card. The Tower, and again she's big, you see that? And a new beginning. And I take the top of this and then that's it. I'm not going to look at the other ones because that's too much. Otherwise it just becomes this kind of reading where la 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 la, and I don't want to do that. But this is the story. Look at this. Wow. Yeah. It's about you realizing how big you can be, you want to hold the tower that's falling, and you don't realize that when you hold this tower, you're not allowing this new path to begin. And where is the new path leading to? The Ace of Wands, you. So this giving up is okay. Because giving up is saying sometimes when we give up, we see what we have given up, right? You're giving up because you are feeling stuck. You're not allowing yourself to be big enough. So it's almost like you're making yourself small. It's almost like you're saying, you know, here you are looking away from this flower, this creative spark, the Ace of Wands. You are looking away because you've been hurt too many times by pursuing something that's really important to you. So you give up, but in the giving up, you see that this is not really a trapping. And here you have, of course, the new beginning. Then you start realizing, okay, I'm gotta make a choice, and that choice leads that things are breaking apart, and you think that maybe you can hold this volcano that's right breaking the structural system away, and you're not realizing that there is a new path, right, that you can now start by beginning to learn new things, to again inspire yourself to learn new things. And where is it leading? Right, again, back to the queen bee, the flowers, the bees. They're sitting so peacefully with her. You coming back. It's almost like all of this, yes, is meant to be. It's meant to be that you think you're too big and you're not fitting in, and you're releasing, right? And look, the interesting thing here, you even this little house is now breaking apart. It's like you thought, well, maybe just two thoughts. No, even this is breaking apart, right? This is what the Tower movement says. Even this little peaceful moment that you think that you can, rest for a moment. No, this gotta go too, because two is still duality, and we got to come into zero. Into zero leads into one. Zero is again a new path in learning, in growing, and in accepting that you are big, in accepting that you are an angel, and that you realized that you realized it, that you are this angel now. And because you realized it, you thought, okay, maybe I'm holding on to two things, and the universe is saying, no, even let go of these two things. Let it go. Release it. Because there's a whole new path beginning for you, right? Learning, growing. And what's on the bottom? The King of Cups, right? Then even if you need to go emotionally through a difficult, because there are the sharks in the belly, you holding this ship in balance. You are ready even to go, when you begin new, even to go further through. Deep within, you have to emotionally grow further. Of course, you can have a hermit, right? You might have a Scorpio in your life, right? But I'm not reading that, right? That you can figure out if there's a hermit or if there's a Scorpio in your life, right? Where a new relationship is maybe beginning with a Scorpio, right? A new beginning, a new growth cycle is beginning if you have a partner now, as a new emotional endeavor. Because even though she goes down, when you go down, you learn how to go up again, and when you're up, you can see here how beautiful, even though down here sometimes it can be dangerous because there are the sharks. You big. Trust that you big. Trust that you are this beautiful message that comes from the queen bee, right? You're big. You're the angel. You are the angel. That's it. You're the angel. You're the guardian angel. So don't put yourself into this place. But it was meant to be so you can really, truly liberate by you doing so much to liberate yourself. It's almost like that's when you realize that you don't need to do so much to liberate yourself. Then you keep two little thoughts like, maybe I leave them, right? And then even it's saying, no, crash even that, let it go. And even though you're holding on to, right, but you start seeing now that there is a new path unfolding, and it's leading you, right, to a new level of relationship within yourself emotionally, or of course with the Scorpio. That's it. That's the reading. Okay, Queen Bee. Let's see how I'm gonna make this title. It's not gonna be an easy one. But again, right, the message is very clear. This month, the message is coming down. We got to learn to realize that sometimes the message is very big. It's very powerful. It's coming from a higher perspective. It's coming from a creator, godly, right? However you call it, doesn't matter, right? It's coming down. It's saying, you get the message? Because we do. We do see your potential. You, our guardian angel, your guardian angel Michael. Awesome. I see you in the next reading, right? The sun is going to be in Gemini, and of course that's going to be a very interesting combination again. Unique as this one today is a unique constellation. Exists only once a year, maybe even once in your life. I thank you so much for watching. Namaste.